Hey folks, hi, this is Gigi. Welcome back. It is the day of love. Well, I mean, it's the day before love, but it is Valentine's Day, so Gigi had to get into her love mode. There you go. How do you like that? There you go. We are having a cold brew with a little bit of Tennessee honey, and it's not bad. I'm just saying. Cheers, folks. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get down to it. Last week I talked about whether or not am I going to be doing legacy or full-time YouTuber. Okay, this was going on right now. I'm still looking for work. I'm still 89 freaking applications. Yesterday, okay, so let's give an update on my job search. Okay, how about we do that, and then we'll go into the Pinterest and what Gigi's figuring out here. How about that? Pinterest and Amazon affiliate and a website. So that's the order. Ready? Job search, Pinterest, affiliate, website. Like that. If I can get a recording of myself doing it, I'll throw it up there. But I'm thinking that's something I'm going to have to play with a little bit. So you may not see it, but next time I'm hoping to have it so that you can see it. So anyway, here we go. So as far as the job search, I'm still looking. 89 applications, well actually a total of 93 applications. A few of them are already archived because I wasn't selected, and that's fine. But you know, there's some craziness going on out there. I had one job message me for a interview, and what I like to, this is my process. If I get any kind of response from somebody who's interested in employing me, I'll look at the website. I kind of get a feel for the company, the background, like who am I talking to, who are the players, what do they do, is it something that, I'm interested in doing, and then, we'll go from there. Well, right when I was looking at this website, because, Google has everything. Google's the world right there. Right below its website, it had Reddit. I mean, everybody knows. I'm thinking most people know Reddit's a community blog, a discussion board, community boards, and they had a community board about this company. So I went ahead and went on the website. I didn't really see a whole heck of a lot. Well, that's what the Reddit community was saying about this company. It's a scam, commission based only. What I thought was surprising, the same email they got as far as the interview was verbatim. That doesn't really surprise me because it's like a format, so that's fine. But they said when they walked in, the receptionist just had a clipboard and a pencil. So I did go in Indeed, because Indeed will also have like information about the company. And one of the statements that Indeed had, I don't know if this is a question Indeed posted or somebody else posted, Indeed was answering, but the question about this company was, how did the future of this company look? And the answer on Indeed was bleak. Pass. I do have an interview later on today, a virtual interview, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm still plugging away. I was talking to my sister because she's going to probably be looking for an appointment soon. And, nowadays it's a number games. It really is. You just got to throw your stuff out there and hopefully it lands someplace. Back in the day, before you take your resume, you talk to somebody, shake their hand, and sometimes you walked away there with a job right then and there. And then it changed so that you had to mail in your resumes. So you would buy a box of envelopes and just throw them into the mailbox. It's kind of like the same thing, but it feels more disconnected. Not quite sure why. But anyway, so that's the job search. Gigi's still plugging. I got a virtual interview later on today. I'll let you know how that goes in our next chat. Now let's get down the nitty gritty. Lori Ballin. Okay. This lady is still like blowing my brains, man. Blowing my brains. So I figured out, because last time I spoke, I wasn't quite sure how the Pinterest thing all came together. So this is what I figured out. I'm hoping I'll have an example here. So here's a Pinterest pin, okay? And let's do one. In fact, I'm going to be doing one on gardening because Gigi need her gardens and her tomatoes. I mean, I think I've got already 6 tomatoes, off my little tomato plant. What I'm surprised, my tomato plant don't look like it's a crazy tomato plant, but this baby, she's dropping little tomatoes, and that's great. And I just planted a bell pepper. I got a little flower for my bell pepper. My cilantro still struggling along, still growing. Growing basil out there now. That seems to be coming along. My squash, it died. But anyway, I'm going to be doing a pin on Pinterest. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of my little tomato, and I'm probably going to include a little clip walking out showing my plants. And I think that's the creative part of this that I enjoy. Taking the pictures, creating a video. That's part of the creativity that I like, and of course the writing. So then go ahead and create a title, and then you put a description of your pin, and then any items that let's say I took a picture, because I am going to include, my video has a couple of pots, got a planter, so anything in there that I've purchased through Amazon or can be purchased through Amazon, you have to sign up to be an Amazon affiliate, and then you get a link. And that link for each item that you're talking about, you gotta make sure that you get that link and attach it to your pin. So let's say it's a pot, because I do have a couple pots out there, and I know I didn't get them from Amazon, but you don't have to buy them at Amazon. Basically, all you're doing is letting people know what's available on Amazon. Really, it's like, look, I like this. I found something similar. All right, this is what I use. There, I did one on. I did a pin for. I'll show you that one. I did a pin for my camera and my mic because I did buy a 6100 off Amazon some time back. I did buy my mic. I like it. That's what I'm using right now. It works great, and I'm pleased with that. So I did a pin, my camera gear, and then when they click the pin, they're gonna be able to see shop likes, and that's where you drop your tags or your Amazon links, and people will click on that and it'll send them to Amazon, to that mic or that camera, and they can purchase it. But what I'm hearing, which I think is the amazing part, let's say they don't buy my camera or my mic, they buy something else. Apparently, because your link got them into the store, you get a portion of that money. But again, just like the resumes, it's a numbers game. You just gotta throw pins out there. You want to make them catch. And what I'm hearing from Pinterest community or Pinterest people, whatever you want to call them, is that you want the pictures, you want your story, the pin. You want the pin to kind of look authentic. Look, AI is here. We're not going to be able to get away from it. Do I utilize it? Yes. But when I write, I like to. That's me writing. But the art, the pictures, not so much the you can tell they're my pictures. You can tell when they're AI. So like I have a website. So what I'll do sometimes is the featured image on my website, which I've also attached to Pinterest, are usually AI because they're easy to generate. And what happens, it kind of scans what I've written and it says, this is a picture that will complement your writing. That's great. If I like it, I put it up there. If there's any pictures in there, those are pictures I posted. Those are my pictures in there. It's just like I did one for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I got the template from Canva. It says Happy Valentine's Day. It's got a picture of me and Big Dog. Well, I took that picture of me and Big Dog. That's in the picture. So that's what I'm saying. You want to be comfortable with AI. ChatGPT I had already been using. I was already familiar with that. And that's a tool that I use as well. So these are the tools I use. Obviously my camera. The phone. I'm using the phone a lot. I've got a Samsung 25. Look, I go back and forth with Samsung and Apple. I'm probably going to go back to an Apple. My overhead camera, when I do my planner layouts and stuff, I use a Samsung A Galaxy. It does great. You know, I'm also videoing on that too. I might do some shots back and forth. And then, of course, I video with my Samsung 6100 and my Comico camera mic. And that's what I use. So, but a lot of people, and you don't have, what's interesting is you don't have to have a website to do this. that's what I found interesting. You just have to have the Amazon affiliate link in order to link your pictures so that they can hit to go to Amazon. So if you don't want, I already had a website. I had a website for many years. It was a school project, and we had to do like a thumbnail, and from that a website thumbnail. I don't know what to call a banner, whatever. And from that, I just continued with it. And my first website that I attached my first YouTube channel, which is SoCal Gal and Big Dog, was more about mine and Big Dog's travels. That's mainly for my kids. This is where we went. This is what we saw. So they can kind of see that you can still get out there no matter what. And I really enjoyed that. Then I've got another one that I just read to my baby girls, to my Charlie, my Morgan, and my Teddy. I just read a Valentine's Day story to them, the Grouchy Monkey Valentine's book. So because I live so far away from them, I like to be able to do that. You know, so I sent them the books and they got it. So that's that. So what I did, because you're watching on Gigi's Unfiltered, so I thought, well, to get the website, because what I liked about the process was to be able to do more writing. So I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and create my website attached to what I'm doing now, like a test, to make it very, very clean, very, very different. So I write blogs on there. Sometimes I write about what I'm posting on Pinterest. So like today, I'll be doing something about gardening. I already posted a blog about gardening. And I've got a little picture on there that that pen was AI created. But the writing it was just something I wrote. Now I'm going to do a pen, but I want to include a picture of my plant and a video. And then, but there's no, let me back up. The blog that I wrote about gardening, there's no affiliate links in it. It's just something I wrote, and I like the picture. Now, the pen I'm going to do for gardening, that's going to be just a link and a picture. So when I say link, I'm saying you click on my pen, I'm going to write a title and write a description. And whatever's in that little clip I have, like the pots, my planters, the trellis, like the comb for the tomatoes, whatever I have that's associated, my tools, whatever I have associated with my gardening, I'm going to put links in associated with my pen. Not my website, because apparently when you do just your pins and you have links, Pinterest doesn't really want to see your pin, which is my link. They want to see the pins of what you're trying to sell or what you're marketing. Let's say you're marketing and informing people about it. I'm trying to be careful what words I use here. I'm still new to this. So I'll put links there. But my link is unique to me because I became an Amazon associate. So I said, oh, there's my pot that I have in the backyard. I go to Amazon. I get my link. Then I go into Pinterest, I do a search, attach to that link, I find a picture, oh, that's my pot, and I connect it to my pin. So, and people are saying, however number of items you can find in your pin, if you can hook, an affiliate link to it, you want to do that. But you got to make sure you're telling people that your pin may contain links. And if they purchase through them links, you may earn a small commission at no cost to you. There was my statement, my disclosure. You have to make sure that people are aware that you have links, affiliate links on there, and that you may earn a small commission. You got to tell them, which I don't really think people have a problem knowing that, because really it's a convenience for them. They're already on Pinterest. They're going, oh, let me see. Oh, this looks interesting. Boom, they're in Amazon. Oh, let me see what else I have. That's the nice part when they purchase something. Doesn't have to be what got them in the store. That's kind of the way I see it. But if they purchase anything else, you get a small commission off that. So that's what I'm working on. I'm going to see. I'm thinking because I already have the camera one, I might show you that one. If not this time, it will next time. But I wanted to come on and kind of tell you what I'm doing and let you know that I'm really excited about it. I'm still looking for a job. The Pinterest thing really has me excited because it includes writing, which I love, the photography, which I enjoy, and just the creative part of it. I enjoy all of that. But full-time YouTuber, I think, because to me, this is all part of my YouTubing. You know, I'm coming out here. I'll tell you about, like, we're going to be having Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a clip about Valentine's Day, but I'm trying to be more mindful because I'm watching my numbers. I'm trying to be more mindful of what I'm talking about and when I start. And part of that has to do with, you know, you got not so much a niche because I'm here. Okay, see, now I'm going into a different thing. I got to be more mindful of my subject matter that I'm talking about. Like, this is, you know, looking for a job. And in between looking for a job, I'm doing the Pinterest affiliate thing that I'm doing right now. That's very concise. That's it. 15, 20 minutes. That's all we're going to do here, folks. And then there is another one, but that I'll be talking about that, to me, it does not need to be included in this clip. So I want to try to be more mindful. So whatever you guys look, when you see the title, you know, that's what Gigi's talking about. You know, Gigi's not going all over the place. I may still go all over the place because I'm trying to contain myself right now. But I think it's important. You guys have busy schedules. I know you folks, you working stuffs out there. You ain't got to be time to be messing around. You want to know, come on, give me the information. I got to go in here. I get it. So I'm going to try to be more mindful about that so that when you see the title, you know, that's probably what she's going to be talking about. Unless it's got like, Gigi's blowing her mind. Well, that's something else. But anyway, I wanted to come on, kind of show you that I kind of figured out that Pinterest Amazon affiliate link situation. If I can get a clip to show you, if I can create a clip to show you how I did it, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Lori Ballin, you know, she's killing it. I'm excited to, I'm still listening to her videos because she's really got me thinking like, what? But anyway, that's all for today, folks. I wanted to talk to you about that, show you what I'm doing, and share with you what I'm doing. And if I can do it at 67, you could do it too. Don't be scared. No, but don't tell anybody. Don't let anybody tell you. Remember what I said. Do not let your number determine the size of your dream. Don't let your age determine the size of your dream. It's all up to you. You know? I'm just saying. So anyway, until next week, I think I'll probably be dropping another video because it's something I want to share with you later on in the week. So I'm thinking maybe the middle of the week along with me dropping some money. But that'll be a separate video. I'm trying to be more aware or mindful. But anyway, until then, folks, have a good one. This one's for you. Tits up. Have a good day, folks. See you. Tits up.
We're getting ready. Getting ready at the dance floor. So turn the lights on. You know just what we're here for.